And there it is. We are live. Good morning, folks. 220 feet, 270, 317. We're going to stop right there for the time being. I think we're looking right at the sunrise location, I think, but we can adjust. Oh, there we are. We are live. By golly, by gum. Okay. Hope everybody is set for a fantastic Saturday. All right, now who took off with my coffee cup? Hey, Nancy, you are early. Hey, Chris Hope. You were early too. So when does the move take place, Nancy? Have you done that already? And I don't remember, you're going from Seattle, but I don't remember where you're going to. And you're going by freight train, I remember that. We put you on a freight train. And we're recording this show tonight for RCA. Not yet. No travel. Oh, this is the United States, Nancy. Our government needs to wake up to that fact. Georgia's okay. It's one thing if you don't want to do it. That's completely different. Okay, let's take a quick run around. I'm not going to get political on you. Sorry about that. I shouldn't do that. Might as well zoom in while we're here. What is the, looks like we got that looks like a fog over there maybe. Oh my heavens. Oh my heavens. It is really hard not to take a political position nowadays, isn't it? So that is a southern direction coming up on, this is the west here. Loving that fog. It's looking pretty nice over there. Of course, that fog, you spell that Humidity, I believe. That's the kind of fog it is. People talk about Georgia being a humid place. I don't feel it, but it must be because you see those kinds of foggy places like that when of course we've been having rain for the last while. Most of this week it's rained every day. It is beautiful, Nancy. Lots of great colors. I'm going to go around again. We have sunrise. I took off a little bit early. Sunrise at 6:29, I think. So like 12 minutes from now. Yeah, I'm really sorry for your troubles, Nancy. I can say that for sure. This world is hard to understand. That's why I'm in it and not of it. Liking the flashing lights here and there. That's pretty cool. You are a strong lady. There's no doubt of that. There is no doubt. So I'm going to, let's see, we're going to zoom in on this foggy area right here. Like that, maybe. That is just too cool. So I guess, yeah, I guess Georgia is a humid place, I guess. Either that or the people that live there are in huge trouble. One or the other. All right, anyway, start our circle again. And I think just about dead center is about where the sun will rise. Uh-oh, I lost the stream. My tablet says the stream is still solid. Okay, here we go. Refreshing worked. And I wake up in the morning with my hair down in my eyes, and she says, hi. And I stumble to the breakfast table while the kids are getting off to school. Goodbye. And she reaches out and takes my hand, squeezes it, says, how you feeling, hun? And I look across at smiling eyes that warm my heart, and I see my morning sun. And if that's not loving me, then all I have to say, God didn't make little green apples, it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. There's no such thing as Mother Goose, Dr. Seuss, Disneyland, there's no nursery rhymes. God didn't make little green apples, it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. When myself is feeling low, I think about my face aglow, her face aglow, and it eases my mind. Sometimes I call her up at work, at home, knowing she's busy. See if she can break away, meet me, maybe we can grab a bite to eat. She'll drop what she's doing, hurry off to meet me, and I'm always late. She sits waiting patiently, smiles when she first sees me, 'cause she's made that way. And if that's not loving me, then all I have to say, God didn't make little green apples, it don't rain in Indianapolis, and it don't snow in Minneapolis when the winter comes. There's no such thing as make-believe, puppy dogs, I don't need no BB guns. God don't make little green apples, it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. When myself is feeling low, think about her face aglow, and it is my mind. God don't make little green apples. It don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. Next bunny. Next bunny. Next bunny is already blue. Okay, that's good. Don't recognize the name. Mike Kinney, why are you not blue? Let's fix that. Now you're blue. We must be color coordinated in this chat. I'm sorry I removed your message, but I like language standards. Hey, Rodney Bell. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Hello. Well, it can't have been that bad, Mike. I know I embarrass myself all the time on YouTube, and I kick myself over. Most, it's just we do silly things, but in the end, wow, bunch of geese going by. In the end, we're all human. Those weren't geese. They were flying like a hoida geese. Ahoy to geese. Well, I think we got the sunrise location about spot on. I think looks like we have the beginnings of a bright spot there. There's no river here that I'm aware of, Nancy. The nearest one I can think of is Chattahoochee. There's another one that goes through Atlanta. I don't recall the name of it, but Chattahoochee is the one that's famous. It's the one that always floods. It's amazing if you drive on 285 and look down at the Chattahoochee. It feels like it's way down there, and yet sometimes that river will flood so much that it actually covers 285. The amount of water that would take just astounds me that can even happen. So yeah, you talked about a street, 626. I have 3 minutes. I think you're probably talking about Georgia 54 right there. That's the street. But yeah, I see why you'd think that looks like a river. It does. Yep, there's the sun. She's peeking out. She's peeking out. The Concert River. I have to go back and look at that. I'm trying to get the best view of the sun coming in here. Concert River. Those colors. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah, that's a concrete river. I got you. Okay, now it all makes sense. Here comes the sun. By golly. Imagine that. Here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. Here comes the sun. I say it's all right. Darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, do, 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 do. Here comes the sun, I say, it's all right. Little darling, the smile's returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. I say it's all right. And this is where I slow down. Sun, 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 here it comes. Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. I say it's all right. The number of hours that go into practicing just that song. Oh my. My wife would not be proud if she was here. Oh well. Thank you, Nancy. It's improving. It feels so slow. Hey, John, JDS, welcome. Mike Kinney, welcome. You're here. I've already said welcome, but I'll say welcome again. How are you, John? I wish I could think of other. Oh, I know what to do. See if I can get these words right this time. Something in your eyes makes me want to lose myself. Makes me want to lose myself in your arms. Something in your voice makes my heart beat fast. I hope this feeling lasts for the rest of my life. If you knew how lonely my life has been, and how long I have waited for your touch. If you knew, how I've oh, that's not right already. How I've waited for someone to come along and change my life the way you've done. Feels like home to me. Feels like home. Home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I belong. Feels like home. Hey, Rick Halbert, to me. Feels like home. To me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I come from. Window breaks down a lonely street, and a siren wails in the night. But I'm all right, 'cause I have you here with me, and I can almost see in the dark there's light. If you knew how I've needed someone to come along. These words are not right. And change my life the way you've done. If you knew, sorry, how much this moment means to me. Oh, I never thought I'd love anyone so much. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I come from. Feels like home to me. Feels like home to me. Feels like I'm all the way back where I belong. I'm still working on coordinating the ukulele songs with the. I can play some songs on ukulele that I can't sing, and sing some stuff that I kind of sort of know the ukulele parts, but it's coming together. That is a gorgeous sun. I must agree with that. Let's see, we have 19% battery. This is a brand new battery, folks, and I have 2 more coming. All 3 of my older batteries are bloated, and I just don't trust them, so they will be retired. They will be retired this week, as soon as the other 2 come in, which I think should happen today. That's what Amazon tells me anyway. Yes, Rick, isn't it beautiful? The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. How does that begin? And that's not exactly the right tune, it's just close. Long, long time ago, I can still remember, we'll have to finish this later, how that music used to make me cry. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. Make those people smile, love lady. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. Something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys, battery change, we're drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love? I'll finish that in a minute. Let's just do this, and then do this, and look at that. Oh, cool. So I guess I'm back, although I'm not seeing it on my phone. Hang on. Hang on. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I see it. All right. So, I can't hit the high notes, John. Did you write the book of love? And do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Now, do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. We both kicked off our shoes, and I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bronc buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. We were singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we were on our own, and moss rose fat on a rolling stone, but that's not how it used to be. That looks like a moonscape, doesn't it? When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. And while Lennon read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park. We sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter skelter in a summer swelter, the birds flew off for the fallout shelter. 8 miles high and falling fast. Lamb crawled in the grass. I never knew those words, still don't. The players tried for a forward pass with the jester on the sidelines in a cast. Hey, Dan Zelch. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. And while Lennon read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park. We sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news. Hey, Jack Sparky Fron. She just smiled and looked away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the men there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, lovers cried and the poets dreamed. Not a word was spoken, the church bells all were broken. And the 3 men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. They were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. They were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. I'm looking for a levee. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. Well, that could be a levee right there. It's not. I promise you it's not. That's kind of fascinating looking though, isn't it? What is that? Must be a body of water. Oh, it is, for sure. Which direction is that? That's due north. Oh, okay. Yeah, there are a few lakes up that direction, or ponds, I guess. You left out part of the RTMP. Well, that explains it at least. We don't like mysteries when it comes to this stuff, do we? Technology and mysteries do not get along. Anyway, let's continue our little spin here. Any Chevys in levees? Let's see. I may just take you up to those lakes. I never, you know what? It looks like fall time. That's craziness. Look at this. That should all be green. This feels like the Northeast. And believe me, it is not. It must be just the way the sun is hitting the tops of the trees. That's what it is. And that's gorgeous, huh? All right, so we get the fall in the early summer. Cool. This is a westerly direction here. No, sorry, that wasn't. I was messed up because DJI sometimes puts north on the looking up, and sometimes north is, well, it turns. I don't know, I don't understand their logic in turning it, but anyway, when I said it was west, it was probably south. Anyway, not that anybody really cares. Welcome, those new in the chat. If I've missed you, speak up. I didn't mean to miss anybody. And I'm never sure on American Pie that I do that in 4 sections. I just remember it for some reason in 4 sections, and I think it's actually written that way. I'm not sure, but anyway, 2 of those sections, I'm never sure whether it's AB or BA. It doesn't matter, but I got all the words, I'm pretty sure, except those that I don't know. All the words except those I don't know. Now there's an accomplishment, huh? You know, if that stuff was moving, you could convince people that that was the ocean. All we need is for that fog to just move a little. Nope, not happening. That fog to move a little bit. Oh, sorry about that, Jack. There's Atlanta, Georgia, folks. Zoom on the big city of Atlanta, Georgia. United States' most spread out city. There was a time. Atlanta had back in the day when it mattered, Atlanta had the largest area for free telephone calls of anywhere in the United States because it's so spread out. It doesn't matter anymore, but it used to be all area code 404, and area code 404 was about some huge percentage, like 10% of the map of the United States, something like that. It was huge. Yeah, let's see. I have 52% battery, and we're at, I'm zoomed in. I forgot I'm zoomed in. I have to be very slow with the presses. Let's just go up to that lake. I won't make it there. I can tell you that right now because the trees are going to block the transmission. But it's a pretty place. Even in the wintertime, I can't make it all the way to that. I can get real close, but that's about it. Then there's another one right there. Those 2 lakes are about the only thing between this road and another road that points right at this road. I don't think we can probably see it. It's beyond those trees right there, but yeah, I'm losing my signal now. It's getting glitchy. I'm just gonna bring it back home. But anyway, those 2 properties there and those 2 lakes stand in the way. They add 10 minutes to my drive home from most places that I go. I'm not implying that anybody needs to do anything about that. It's just kind of interesting. I think nature and its beauty, they belong. They belong here more than we do. So leave them alone. All right, so this is home. And there we go. Back where we started. Back home again, just where we started. And I can't make many more words. Let's see if I know how. Nope. I'm done. That's it. I'm not a rapper. Those rappers, those guys just amazing, amazing how they can just put words together that just rhyme right up there on the spot. I can kind of sort of do it sometimes, but I know what I should do. I should sing the Philly Drone Life since he's not here. But I have to look up the words. Welcome back, Next Bunny. When you live in the big city like I do, oh, good. I'm glad you get some enjoyment out of this, Nancy. There's that river again. We got an island right there in the middle of it. My favorite steeple right there. That is an All Saints church. I guess I don't know much about churches that I don't go to, but that I guess it's an offshoot from the Catholic faith. Dean, welcome, sir. It is beautiful. We have 35% battery. Seems like I was going to do or say something, but it's gone now. I was talking about rappers and how they can just put words together. Oh, I know. I was going to do Philly Drone Life. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm going to look for those words. Isn't that disgusting? I know so many songs. I don't know one that I put the words together for. Oh, well. Philly Drone Life. Flying in the air, Philly Drone Life. Like you just don't care, Philly Drone Life. I don't believe you, you're not the truth. No one could fly as well as you. Wowzers. Philly Drone Life. Always sees his drone, Philly Drone Life. Everywhere it's flown, Philly Drone Life. Can't you leave Bill Penn alone? Come on, press return to home. Philly Drone Life DJI's gonna help you own the skies. Philly Drone Life, we'll just wait and see. Philly Drone Life, there's no way you could have a flyaway. Philly Drone Life, 'cause there's no battery. 'Cause you've used it, there's nothing left. Flying toward home now, this is the test. Philly Drone Life, you make us laugh, Philly Drone Life, scare us to death, Philly Drone Life. We're waiting for your next live stream. Perhaps it's all a dream. I guess I'll go and watch Drone Bum or some other YouTube chum until it's time. I think I just ran out of rhymes. Yes, I just ran out of rhymes. Oh, Philly Drone Life. Hey, Buying Space, welcome. Gorgeous morning here, folks. Just completely gorgeous. Morning has broken, like my throat, like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken, like the first bird. Praise for the morning, Praise for the singing, praise for them springing fresh from the word. 34 minutes to Coffee with Rodney, folks. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise with, oh, I shouldn't have started it. Praise with elation, God's recreation of the new day. Sorry, folks. Where'd the sun go? All right, that's west. It won't be over there. And we're coming in on south. I just did a compass calibration before this flight, by the way, so I'm pretty sure this is correct. That's south right there. I see brightness a little bit, but
battery level is low.
Much.
The aircraft will go to the home point in 10 seconds.
I have 10 seconds, so let's just zip around and
go home.
There it is. I was just, can I still turn the camera? I can't. So we're going to stop return to home and bring it home ourselves. There we go. There we go. I just was zoomed in and camera pointed too high. So 32 minutes to Coffee with Rodney, folks. Unless we can get Rodney to change his mind. I don't think there's anybody following this. Can you blame them? So I guess that's it for a little while. Wish I knew some of those old happy trails to you. There we go. Until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling
Landing.
until then. That's all I know of that. Oh well, it's probably best. So, folks, I'm not going to turn the craft. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you being there. I know you had choices, and I'm glad you chose to be with me. So you have a great Saturday. Coffee with Rodney is in about 30 minutes. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.